Hello and welcome to Aviation 101 with Laura. So just recently we had the FAA release new requirements about flight instructor expiration dates, getting rid of the flight instructor certificate expiration date, but replacing it with basically a recency of experience. There are still options to take a FERC to keep your flight instructor certificate valid for active use, but they are removing the expiration dates. I'm going to put a link in the video description with a really helpful article from the Aircraft Owners and Pilots Association about that whole rule. But this video, I just want to show you how to go into IACRA and do a flight instructor certificate application so that you can show your recency of experience and then basically keep your flight instructor certificate valid. So let's get started. I've logged into IACRA. There's actually, I will put a link to this also in the description. There's an excellent training IACRA where you can get into IACRA and play around with doing applications, but not actually in IACRA. Notice it says right there, this is the training site, but it works really good for showing students how to do things, and that's what I'm using it for today. So this is clearly not my user information. Doesn't matter. From my IACRA console, I'm going to click Start New Application. And then from there, I am going to choose Instructor from the drop-down box. We'll click Flight Instructor and Standard. And then we can click Activities, because we're renewing on the basis of our activities. So click on renewal. And then that's really all I have to fill out at this point. So I can click start application. Okay, this is pre-filled in with a bunch of random stuff from a fake person. Like I said, this is the IACRA training site, but I am gonna look down through this and make sure it's all correct for me. It's not me. It actually does default to putting in a social security number. I highly recommend clicking the do not use and just not releasing that to the FAA. You don't have to. So I don't give them my social. And then make sure your address, telephone number, and everything is correct. And then making sure that where your certificate's going to be mailed or anything, that's the right mailing address. Okay, so we'll assume it's all right and hit next. Okay. So flight instructor is correct. We are doing that for a renewal, okay? And it's on the basis of doing flight instructing, so activities. So click next. Then I can verify my information. Clearly it's not my certificate. I was not even alive in 1972, but whatever. So now I'm going to click if I hold the flight instructor certificate. So let's make a number that will fit. And we'll put in a date. That doesn't really matter. Okay, so I picked a date that's coming up in 2025 since it's 2024 when I'm doing this. Then I'm going to click to enter what I have on my current flight instructor certificate. So I am airplane single and multi-engine, and I'm also instrument airplane. So there we go. And then box and click OK. Okay, I personally do have a gold seal on my instructor certificate, so I am gonna click no, I'm not adding the gold seal, but yes, I do have a gold seal currently. So we'll leave that there because I like that to be there. Okay, and then making sure that everything is correct in there. So there is my flight instructor certificate information. So we click next. Do you hold or have you ever held medical? Okay, so then we would enter the appropriate information in this box. I'll just make something up. Verify that I put all my information in, because apparently that got deleted. Okay. So then, after I just skipped that page with the instructor, with your hours, you can click here to renew, check out that, make sure that everything is correct. Okay. Notice it doesn't going to have any expiration anymore. That's the new FAA process. Then we can click review application and actually look. Now do make sure everything is right. Notice I've got do not use on here. It actually says NMN for no middle name. Again, this is the fake person that IACRA generated in the training tool. But make sure everything is correct in here. This matches what's on my medical. I just totally made it up. And then make sure that your information is correct for your address and everything is cool on here. So we can close that. And then we can need to click the last step, submit application, and then make sure you record your FTN so that you can give that to the DPE or the FAA inspector or whoever it is who's processing the flight instructor application to show your recency of experience. And so now if I go back and we click console, you can actually see here is my flight instructor certificate application where it's just going to sit until I have that meeting. I can still go in here and view and print, but nothing's going to happen until I actually meet according to, again, it's going to be in the video description, the link of like going through your renewal, who you can show your recency of experience to, but then they can pull it up in IACRA and make sure you have that application ID, your FTN number, and bring that to your appointment. And that's all you have to do. Then they should be able to pull it up in IACRA for you. You bring your documentation of your recency of experience and you will be good to go. Thanks for watching Aviation 101 with Laura, and have a great day.